things kind of got a little spooky there in the second inning. You came back and go 6.2 deep, longest outing of your Oregon career thus far. How'd it feel?
Great.
You feel like we might have spooked you last night when you were out there on the mound and we were waving at you?
No, I appreciate that.
We were worried we jinxed you.
No. That was cool. I appreciated that.
Can you kind of walk us through that? I've seen you do that a couple times now. Are you just visualizing up there?
That's exactly right. Visualization is a huge part of our program, and I think that any good pitcher should go and do that. Hawk spent some time obviously playing for the Dodgers and with a couple major league organizations, and he mentioned that Clayton Kershaw would do that all the time. So I've just tried to add it to my repertoire every week, and it's super beneficial, I think.
So is that something that started this year for you?
No, I've done that wherever I've really gone. I think it's a great opportunity just to be able to just literally just see the backstop and just get used to your environment. I think that's one of the biggest keys going into any start or any performance in general.
Is there something that you think about when you get up there and kind of go through that visualization, like you run through your pitch mix, or is it, you're thinking about the scout that you've already seen from this week, or?
No. Sometimes you visualize the color of the other team's jersey. Like, I really try to simplify it as much as I can, or it's just a matter of touching the dirt and getting on there and feeling the slope.
What do you feel like was working for you today? I think you finished with 8 strikeouts. Pretty good. What was working for you?
I had a lot of my stuff. Fastball, curveball, slider. It was a good mix, but just battling out there was the main thing. Trying to come back from, obviously I started a lot of the batters like down 1-0 or down 2-0. Just being able to use my fastball in key situations was big time.
The second inning, what happened?
I left a few balls up. They're a great hitting team. Like, you saw how many hits and runs they produced over the entire weekend. So hats off to them. But yeah, just didn't execute a couple pitches where I needed to, and they put good swings on it. Can't blame them.
Go ahead.
I think it went for a strike, but towards the beginning of the game, you threw something 86 into a lefty. Is that a cutter, or what was that?
Yeah, cutter slider.
Okay.
You finished with 105 pitches today. We talked to Waz earlier. He said we need to get our pitchers up to be able to throw 120, 130 pitches for a complete game. How do you feel like where do you feel like you are in that kind of process of getting up there?
I'm trying to embrace that message and live that out every start. As a starter, at least I take it personally. Anytime I get taken out, regardless of if we're winning or losing, and maybe that's a little selfish, but for me, it's my game. It's my ball, it's my game, and I think that Waz is trying to express that to us, and I'll just keep retaining that and embracing that, and we'll continue forward with that mentality the rest of the season.
You had a complete game at Quinnipiac. Do you remember how many pitches you threw?
Ooh, it was 125, 120. So
you feel like you can get there in terms of just your arm strength and your durability?
Yeah, a lot of it just comes down to conditioning, and Daryl Hunter's been absolutely crushing that aspect of our game. So I trust him with everything. But yeah, it's also for me, it's a little bit of a pride thing. I'll be honest. I like going deep in games. That's my job, and I think the most important pitches come in the 6th and 7th and 8th innings. So I'm definitely going to try to work towards that more and more often.
4-game sweep. How do you feel like you guys are feeling heading into another conference play with UCLA and then obviously Portland on Tuesday?
I feel great. Portland's a great team. We got some business to handle for sure. We have a really special group, and it's so much fun every single time I get to strap it up and get in the field with them, although it's only once a week at this point. We definitely want to keep the ball rolling this week and keep that momentum going, but Portland is our biggest test next, so looking forward to that.